The time when I expect to look in the drafting phase, I look for exploits in terms of the laning phase, right? We haven't seen too many of that happen. We've seen proxies, but we've never seen a
And now you don't have the Nolan. You don't have the Alpha. It's like you're forcing the Insilio, and now the Eve is in the hands of Rosa. This is do or die for Insilio. They're taking a risk here by being second pick.
I mean, Reaper can technically pick up the Valentino one more time. Third came in
And pick up the Cho.
And then pick up the Cho. I mean, if they pick up the Cho right now, we're not have the two big counter. Well, I wouldn't even say counters, but better matchups against the Suyo are also gone. So I guess this is what Osprey is trying to do. They're trying to dangle some juicy Suyos in front of Justinian, and if he is more vocal about it to his coach, it might just be a trap.
Yeah, I feel like picking up the Suyo early here, yeah, like I said, it might be a trap. Maybe wait for third bit, because if I'm not mistaken, Justinian can also use the Joy.
Yep.
They pick up the Hylos. And they pick up the Valentina, so the Cho is still open for Ulfhednar. They don't have the Hylos, so this time a Harvey Bruno might do it a bit better.
Actually, you're right about that. I was wondering whether this was going to be a mistake, because again, that show has been such a nuisance. The Hylos as well has been doing good work. Even so, go back over to Ulfhednar. Let's see how they're going to round out their composition. I can only imagine that they want the show, obviously, but from that point onwards, do they just take the Suyo at this point, right? Just complete the first half?
I'm even considering if they want to pick up the Bruno or Harif here. Even though the Hylos is there, maybe Ego challenge it a little bit. Again, we don't know what happened, what's going on in the minds of the players. If they have an answer for the Hylos, then they can ignore the goal lane altogether for now. They pick up the Cho, and they pick up the Harif. They're sticking to their guns here. The Harif worked out, pick up the Harif.
Gotta give them the comfort picks, right? I mean, if Sunshine wants to pop off again, by all means, do it with the Harif. Insilio now with their final pick in the very first phase of the game. How are they going to manage this? I mean, there's plenty of dashes on their side. Hayabusa's okay, I guess. I'm thinking more along the lines of Phobius.
But then you're really putting the Hylos on a roll, which again is not that big of a problem. I'm just thinking about the junglers here, because if not, it is gonna get banned out. Because Insilio can pick up a jungler and then instantly ban out the Joy and whatever jungler is open next, and that leaves TNC with very little options. Maybe having to pick up something like the Bane.
I think Bane's totally fine here. Honestly, in terms of like jungle picks, I'm a little less concerned, but here comes the Joy for the side of Insilio. Rather interesting, despite having to play into the Cho as well. That's something to keep in mind.
Yep, and like I said, pick up a jungler and then ban out the remaining junglers. Pressure, and maybe this is their answer towards the Eve. Because Rosa so far has been pressuring Insilio quite a lot. So maybe just say, you have one target, man. If the Cho kicks you. But kill Rosa first.
I think they should be able to do it. They've got the glorious pathway on top of that Joy. It's going to be a lot of movement speed. Ooh, banning out the Claw this time around, coming out fully.
Which is good against the Eve, you know?
Yeah, interesting. I mean, they've thought about this. Like, Osprey is making sure that he is covering these angles.
I'm thinking of something crazy.
What's crazy?
A strong combination is Angela Joy. It's a strong combination, but it is a very big risk here. Very big risk. You have the Valentina, you can still put the Angela as roam. Maybe it's like you can have the the argument is too risky for a final game. Yeah. It can also be the argument you gotta gamble a bit.
You got risk management.
Risk management. Yeah.
That's how we put it at the very beginning here. I think it's an interesting idea, and I think man, it kind of depends, right? Because there's a potential for the early game to go really far south for the side of Insilio. Because right now we don't see what the roamer option is for Ulfhednar at this point in time. And the fact that they're also getting rid of Ida, they understand that they don't want to get as disrupted. Most that they want to deal with is the glorious pathway, nothing more than that. Oh, a Tigreal.
So a lot of setup here, a lot of setup. Looking at, you can put the row in the roam position, maybe pick up a Phobius. They did pick that up before. I'm trying to think, is there any more impressive EXP laners besides the Phobius?
No, not really. Phobius does well into the Khalid, does well into the Cho, but I mean, I think we've seen Apex 47 play the Cho already, and Alien does completely fine on the Phobius unless he's designed to be sacrificed. I think he's even okay with that, right? As long as you slow down the rest of the team, at least the ULF can just deal with the Joy singular one-handedly.
Alpha is open, but against the Tigreal, you just have to be a little bit careful. But the option is there. Alpha is open, can't handle the Hylos, can't handle the Joy. And it looks like their pickup here is going to be the Ling into Rizla.
I like it. I like it a lot. As much as Insilio is trying to deny this big combination around Rosa's Eve, it looks like Insilio will have to set themselves up for success here. Don't has a lot on his shoulders, but at least he's on the Moskov. At least can knock away the Ling in case the engagement comes through.
That was a very quick Moskov, by the way. That was the game plan since the very first pick. They understood it's Moskov. Now it looks like quite a risk as well Ulfhednar is taking,
but it's so much setup and wombo combos from both teams.
And now potentially the final game in this best of 5. Ulfhednar has match point. Insilio, they got to start to have a win to continue the series. Welcome to the Land of Dawn.
There was one time for a reverse sweep to happen. It must start with this very game. Here, down to the wire. It's going to be Ulfhednar on the blue side, up against Insilio on the red side here in game number 3 of this best of 5. Oh boy. I mean, they're going to be starting... Wait, actually, hold up. They're starting on the opposite side.
Oh, opposite sides, yeah.
Do they want to... I feel like they want to unlock Alien out of that lane as soon as possible, right? Because I'm expecting the early game to not be too great for Alien. He's just going to be clearing waves, and the natural base damage of Maniac should be enough to deal with the trades.
Before that, I got to remind everyone the M6 pass is now available. Make sure you guys actually rank up and get to level 75 for free. Or if you get to level 75, you get a lot of amazing rewards. Claude's battle emote, the M6 Glory avatar border, Boxia's battle emote and special skin, the Claude's M6 exclusive skin, Challenger Spark, as well as a Prime skin, Cosmic Blaze. Make sure you guys log in now, after the game actually, and it gets to level 75.
I mean, just play the game more. Like, double the amount of games you have, and I'm pretty sure you're going to be completing that pass faster than you can even imagine. At this point in time, both sides not finding too many advantages in the lane. However, the mid lane is kind of chunkier. Apex 47, tries it, forces the Purify out of Reaper, and here comes TNZ straight away. This should have been expected. This was a mid lane rotation that we expect to see from Assassins.
We touch that Valentina doesn't do well against range, Joey. You can handle an Eve, sure, but Rosa's Eve, man, it has been on point and going up against a Cho. A Cho Eve lane is not a good lane for anyone to deal against.
Devastating.
It's really devastating. At this point, you would rather have a Sicilian.
Yeah, you actually kind of would. Well, let's see, because there's still ways to manipulate these waves, specifically from Lovely, who's currently level 3, so that Sacred Hammer could actually help to kind of reposition the waves later down the line.
Look at this. They're giving the EXP lane over to Apex 47 to ensure that he gets level 4, so this is a bit of a change of making sure that they have pure priority here.
Yeah, actually, this kind of reminds me of, the last patch even. Here we go, as the Glorious Pathway comes out from Maniac's side, trying to zone out Rosa from this fight. Justinian on top of Apex 47, but honestly, without that first item, or even second item, not going to do much damage. Apex 47 still has away the dragon. Both sides positioning for each other. Alien thinking about jumping in, flickers it straight away with the Wombo combo with the RW web. It's beautiful. TNZ starts to chunk them out, but Apex 47 goes down in trade for the Justinian neutral objective secured by Ulfhednar.
As a roamer, I'll take that all day, man. I'll take that all day. Beautiful engage by Alien, beautiful engage by Apex 47, beautiful follow-up by Rosa as well as TNZ. That's one of those things where you practice so much, even when you fall asleep, you can still do it.
Yep, and TNZ 2 levels ahead of Justinian 3 minutes into the game. It's not looking good for him right now, especially if the invades do end up coming through. But for now, no pinch points. TNZ used it to disengage, and now is looking through the bottom side of his map. And if you... Oh man, Apex, don't steal this away. All right, Justinian gets it and is able to move to the top side.
Dude, 2.3k ahead. Dazzling, you feel invincible at this point.
Oh, here he goes. Goes straight for Justinian, dies instantaneously after 2 dashes. I mean, great implosion, but I don't think Reaper has enough to deal with it just yet. The kill squad of the mid trio working out perfectly for Ulfhednar.
Another unfortunate thing is that if you're playing from behind, the Valentina passive basically doesn't work at all. So you're essentially working with just your active skills. It's like you don't even have a passive in the game. So Insilio is being shut down by all angles.
Yep, and now here comes the Way of the Dragon, knowing that Lovely has nothing else. Quickly flickers out just before the penalty zone. Justinian is going to try, but doesn't have the base health. Electrifying Beat's going to come out, and Maniac with a Glorious Pathway to try and disengage his buddies here. Penalty zone from a Reaper. Tries his best. Wait, SOD comes through. Don't in the middle of the fight, gets the kill and trades Apex 47.
Something that we've seen happen even in game number 2. Overheating by Ulfhednar. You already got a good trade. Once you see it doesn't work out, back off. But I understand. You're almost 3,000 ahead. you want to make sure you don't let your opponents breathe. I can respect that, but again, final game in this match, be a little bit careful.
Yeah, he's got to be a little careful here. I mean, I can understand that, hey, even if Apex 47 dies, that just means that Sunshine has more space to play, but so far, the knockup, oh, even the implosion, RWN's going to come out real quick here. Penalty zone on to 2. The backline's in trouble as Apex 47 walks up to zone them away as TenZ is doing good amounts of damage. Well done as Sunshine is able to find a kill of his own. 2 for nothing in favor. Oh my goodness, and the purple buff above going to be denied away. Actually, wait, hold on. Justinian had to use his retribution here as well. So I think at this point, they're just going to back off. 3-level difference.
Justinian just got his first item, which is great, but TNZ got his item quite a while ago and now working on his second. Justinian trying to get a kill onto Rosa, but Rosa able to flicker away. This is a very dangerous situation for Insilio. Now they got to really hope that Don't has been farming like crazy.
I think somebody is going to have to bite the bullet and give their farm over to Don't. I don't think they have much choice because bot tier 1 is already broken. I'm expecting the lane swap to happen sometime soon.
And I feel like the only one that can really sacrifice it is probably Maniac. But that's also a bit of a risk because if your front line is not tanky, then you're basically playing 4v5 and Don't.
Oh wait, hold on, he actually messes up the dash. He doesn't actually find enough energy to drop on over to the next one to secure this kill, but they get mid tier 1 and a good call. Ulfhednar just telling TenZ, yo, calm down for a moment.
Yeah, but look at this Gideon. 6 minutes in, almost 6,000 goal lead, 6 kills, and they got all outer turrets here. Now they're targeting the inner turrets.
This is one of the faster games we've seen from Ulfhednar. I think they recognize that now, if Insilio is going to play a very passive, docile approach, we just need to be the aggressors. We need to make the first move.
Yeah, right now looking at the bot lane, Don't has been found out by TNZ.
Okay, Sacred Hammer comes through. Penalty zone hits 2 onto the back line. Don't force to actually step away. Apex 27 gets a kick onto Lovely side. Implosion onto 4, but it's a little too late. And now RWM to find another mega kill coming up from TenZ's side as the tier 2 collapses on the bottom lane.
Right now, looking at the goal difference, this is
oh my god, Don't actually.
He went for it?
He went for it. I mean, it limit testing, right?
All right,
limit
hold
testing.
on. 1.1k difference, 1.1k difference, 1.7k difference, 1.5k difference, 1.8k difference. Everyone is minimum 1k ahead from their counterpart.
Oh, Rosa might be in some trouble here. Out of position finally. They do. Oh no, Lovely is the one who ends up getting the kill. Oh man.
That's not what you want to see at this point of the game.
Oh, that hurts a little bit. That hurts on the inside.
I mean, it's like there's an argument at someone just secured a kill, but
also true.
But that kill was secured. For sure, Rosa's gonna die.
Yeah, and Don't was nearby as well. So, I mean, now the turtle going to be threatened here, but Insilio just don't have the items so far. Apex 27 gonna go with the way of the dragon as the glorious pass away. Penalty zone almost connecting. Justinian able to get on out of there, but the RWM as a response from Reaper's side. Alien has plenty of DR. Purify this as we don't get to see the murder of Reaper. Sunshine and TNZ find their own individual kills.
Winning at all bases of the game, man. Top, mid, bottom, river, jungle, whatever it is. It's all Ulfhednar. They're making sure game number 3 is going to be memorable as they show up against all the other teams waiting in the Swiss stage that they're coming for them next.
Ulfhednar finally living up to their namesake. Elite Berserker Warriors here. They're looking to raid. They're looking to take your land and your resources.
Dude, this game is just minutes away from being over. Justinian's trying to run away from Apex 47. The kick connects. TNZ's there.
He doesn't have enough energy, though, unless they do commit the ult. Justinian will get to run away for it now, but not, even so, he's just zoned out from his jungle. Justinian just cannot find any farm across the board.
7.6k ahead. Oh, sorry, 7.6k for the lane, 5.4 for Justinian. Definitely a difference in the items here. It looks like BOD is up next for TNZ. I'm even at a point where, will he have enough time to build that BOD?
I don't think, well, actually, he should be able to finish it off with another 2 more kills if it's 8.8, and never mind, I'll do the math later, but for now, with the Lord pushing on their side, they're going to be able to get the barriers down, the shielding is gone, and if they can get an inhibitor, they can pretty much set up for a checkmate angle, unless Alien wants to get a little bold and try for something, but I don't think it's worth it.
You say it's not worth it, Gideon. But when you say that, the more it feels like
it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. It's like You think it's a bad idea, and that's why I'm gonna do it anyway.
All right, this might just be it. RWN as well as the Glorious Pathway. Sunshine losing 40% of his HP. They walk away. Deterrence being shown by Insilio. Second opportunity here as the next wave does start to collapse on that top side. They're gonna try their best because Lovely can't really walk up. Penalty zone onto 2 so far, and they jump brought through. Jeet Kune Do is good. Tenzi and Sunshine take out Maniac, and now the inhibitor falls. This is not looking great as the checkmate angle boxes have been ticked.
If they can get bottom as well, any Lord looks good for Ulfhednar. 10,000 goal lead, 11 kills. It's 10 minutes in the game, and they want mid. They want to continue the pressure. They know Insilio can't fight back.
Yeah, they don't have it. Oh, Reaper losing 50% of his HP. Don't basically one attack is pretty much 20%. Implosion actually coming through. Sunshine ends up making a mistake and dies. And now with at least the Blade of Tempest, he's trying to make a play for himself. Apex 47 should be okay. He still has that flicker. SOD does not connect. That could have been a turnaround for Insilio.
I mean, this is what Ulfhednar does. They put on pressure even with the detriment on them.
I mean,
but 9,000 gold, they can still hold this out very well. Insilio needs to do way more than that to actually take down Ulfhednar at this point.
Okay, at least the Trinity has been built, right? He's got 3 items. It's possible for him to honestly turn this game around because I'm not seeing a lot of armor being built. It's mainly magic resistance coming out from the side of Apex 47 and just pure damage.
Maniac is there to protect Dome. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's like I just want to let you guys know I have my ult.
It's like showing off that you're armed and well equipped without having to, really actually whip it out on somebody on the streets.
Yeah, that's flexing.
That's flexing. I mean, it's 34 seconds till it comes back up here. The Lord is available, and I think that if you're in Ulfhednar's position, you don't have to rush it.
Yeah, of course. Which means they will rush it.
Yes, obviously. It means they will.
Yeah,
clearly. But Tempest of Blades is also coming in from TNZ's side. They don't want to end up losing structures on the opposite side of the map. And I think might as well, you're 11 minutes into the game, might as well wait for the Luminous Lord.
Yep. Maniac sees Apex 47, same as Reaper. So far, Dawn is being very brave here. Very brave.
I mean, if Apex can cancel this out, it'll be kind of funny. But at the same time, no Finch Poise coming in from TNZ.
Everyone is far away from Dawn. I'm just letting y'all know.
Woo.
I mean, to be fair, even TNZ is far away. So even if Apex gets a kick here, it won't result in much. Never mind.
He's
on the way. He's on the way.
It's about to happen again. Gateway of the Dragon already coming through. Ooh, even with the SOD, but Blade of Tempest is going to dodge. You ain't dashing out of this one, sucker. As he jumps on through the Finch Poise to close the distance against Justinian. Still has one more dash. Good save. Nicely played by Justinian to get out of there.
Oh, yeah, but that's kind of a sad thing where the only thing you can do is get out of there. You can't get a return kill.
I mean, if he dies, then he ends up losing he's going to lose the Lord anyways. He needs to stay alive just to be that threat, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, he does have the Holy Crystal, so he can actually deal the damage. It's just that he doesn't have an angle. He doesn't have an opportunity where this is like the same thing we talk about in game number 2 of Ulfhednar. Like, you can get a kill for sure, but you yourself will die. So we can definitely see Justinian not making that mistake, not taking the bait. Because the moment he's like, you know what, I'm just going to get a kill and then see what happens, that can be bad news for the rest of the members of Insilio.
Yeah, 34k total amount of gold for Insilio. It just means that the cores have the correct items. Everybody else is going to be a little bit weaker here. Now, the big issue is that this Lord is kind of strong. As it's going to push on through, I'm expecting inhibitors to fall. But at the same time, we've seen Alien time and time again just looking for these engagements to force battle spells.
Yeah, looking at the minion wave, they're not synced, but synced well enough. Looks like the bottom and top are going to crash first. The mid is going to come a little bit late. But I feel like this is an end angle.
Here we go, Apex 47 using the conceal early on. TNC's gonna hide on that wall for now, hops off of it, waiting for a position, waiting for an angle. Okay, the knockback is down. Apex 47 finds an angle, go for the kick on towards the zero of all targets. They find Sunshine, takes out Lovely, no problem. RWM end response, Tenzi takes out Reaper, and now they're looking for the end. Tenzi too strong, Justinian trying his best to clear the waves, and the heroes don't try, it's too late. He takes out Sunshine, but Tenzi shuts him down. That's going to be Ulfhednar taking the game 3-0 to qualify for the Swiss stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, this will be the opponents of Bloodthirsty Kings in the Swiss round. Ulfhednar just went to the decider match and got a 3-0 2-0 victory against Insilio. Congratulations, but the battle is not over. Heck, it's gonna get much tougher after this.
Oh man, it's good to see them getting that good motions in. Insilio unfortunately could not handle that raw momentum generated off of the first turtle. They just didn't run out of gas.
It's unfortunate, but again, these are the newcomers, Gideon. Insilio, give them a few more months. Give them more prep time, give them more exposure, and they'll be able to handle it. Because Ulfhednar, new name, but they've been here for years, Gideon. Like, as long as we've been casting, they've changed names quite a few times already.
They have, and honestly, happy to see them qualify once again.
You have enough damage, and Kagura was interesting, but he didn't get the kill, so very good supporting cast. I would say this is one of the best drafts for a Ling. Having the Cho, having the Eve, having the Terizla, oh, it's game over. At that point, go later, switch up whoever, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting, right? Because when we saw the draft initially, it was because Give was open, they were trying to set up a lot of jungle towards the jungle side of things on blue side, which we were expecting it to be a little, well, not exactly the strongest side to be on for this final game.
I mean, like, to be fair, Insilio picked their poison. They ban out the Hayabusa, they ban out the Nolan, I believe, can't really remember, but then it's like, okay, I still got the Ling.
I still got the Ling.
I mean, at that point, it's like, you tried to nerf me, bro, you unleashed my inner demon.
I mean, I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. I think that overall, Ulfhednar definitely cracked the code at the very end against Insilio, and I think that this was an extremely formidable showing. I think by far one of the cleaner games that we've seen Ulfhednar play throughout the tour. Well, actually, no, there were cleaner games after this. I take that back. But overall, it's great to see them back in the Swiss stage.
Yeah. Either ways, shout-outs to Insilio. Hopefully they stick together and grow as a team, because Ulfhednar didn't happen overnight. They've been here for years.